we do have ourselves our first ever viewer submission, which said that after looking at how I glazed Feixiao, bro wants to present to us an E0S0 Feixiao before you boo without Asville. So heads up, this video is complete rage bait because any normal individual will never ever do this for Feixiao. Alright, so me and my chat, we are gonna take a look and see how bro is gonna be cooking. Also, I'm so sorry, but this viewer cannot record in 1080p, so pretend that this is in 1080p. Unless my editor can magically make this 1080p, right? Feixiao, this is a Feixiao main. Yes, this is in fact a free-to-play Feixiao main because a free-to-play Feixiao cannot get any signature weapons or any items. So that's very, very good right there. E1 tribute. E1 tribute is really good. Alright. You got 3 cycles with E0S0 Feixiao with E1 tribute and E2 Bubbin. That's really good. Showing Pokke's chat 81 crit rate Feixiao. That's because bro wants to jump in game. Alright, that's why he runs an 88 crit rate Feixiao. Okay. Okay, then with RMC, he has a 91, so it's not that bad. Alright, it's not that bad. It's 91%. Wait. I just realized. Why are you not running Bubbin? Full for dot, right? Full for dot. I probably would have tried for a Bubbin here. Okay. Very relatable. Very free to play friendly. Alright. You know, I'm pretty sure this Feixiao, right? Because Nikador is like so good for Feixiao. I think we can still get like a very, very good clip without Asheville. Also, I just realized bro has no music, so editor, you can just insert your own little music right here. Whose account is a viewer account? It is a viewer account as someone that has been brainwashed by Pokke's agenda, saying that Feixiao is the greatest DPS in the world. So bro went ahead and got himself an E0S0 Feixiao without Bubbin, without E2, without Ego 4 piece, without nothing, right? Without Asville, right? Then we are gonna be able to see bro damage over here. Alright. That is good. That is good. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright, we do get DDD on T. That's good. Alright. Break out on the Mimi. If this Feixiao ultimate does lower than 500k, I'll be extremely, extremely sad. Add this as a sticker. Yes, please add MOC as a sticker. Thank you. Alright, what do I want to do? Alright, Keith does go for the DDD here. Mimi is gonna punch. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We just wasted 100% action value. That is a little bit unfortunate. Oh my god, bro. Bro, there are like 3 things in life, right, that will actually physically make me cringe. Number 1 is Texas. Number 2 is when I forgot to press a Tribi or Yao Guang skill. And number 3 is when Mimi pulls up a unit when the unit is already at 0 AV. Bro, these are the top 3 cringe-worthy things in the entire history of your life. Alright, but unfortunately, we're just gonna be having to go for that. Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay. Big out from Feixiao though. Big out, yeah, big out. Yo, big. I think one E1 archer skill can probably cook a 380k. Like, I'm not even kidding. One properly well-built E1 archer, you can probably crack that. But it ain't what to do. Okay. Aha, instance. Alright. We do get off the... Okay. Okay. I mean, at this point, I will just start to save energy. Right? I will start to save a little bit of action value. Save a little bit. Okay, we're saving energy. That's good. That's good. Save skill points. Let's try to stall as long as possible. Okay. Alright, beautiful skill. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is he gonna have to use a Feixiao out? Oh, wait, he can pull up, he can pull up. Skill out. Yeah, skill out. Skill out. No! What the fuck? Why? Oh my god, why? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, at least Mimi gets the AV advanced though, so I guess it's not. Oh my god, that's so sad, bro. That is so sad, bro. Bro, okay. This is not that big of a deal. But like, if you want to min-max a little bit more. Because, okay, you see, right? Okay, I'm giving like Mr. Nice here. I'm giving you guys educational content, right? Oh, you see how like Nikador here? He has 2 stacks, right? Bro has 2 stacks of war armor. You know, after Trippy cards or ultimate, Feixiao is gonna land up with her follow-up deck, which means Feixiao is gonna break war armor, but Feixiao does not have energy. So ideally, what you should have done over here is let the dragon go first, then pop the war armor with Trippy, so Trippy gets free energy, right? Just a little bit of a min-max, but this one is not a bad, right? It is not like the biggest mistake. So it's all good, right? So you see, you wasted the energy regeneration there, but it is not the worst possible thing. So now we're just gonna break a little bit more war armor. Okay. Okay, we are gonna suck. Alright, Nikador is gonna suck a little bit. So we are gonna try to break all of the war armor spears here. Okay, so bro is gonna try to break as many of the war armor spears as possible. That's fine, that's fine. Alright. Alright. Please kill Feixiao's thingamabob right there. Alright. Let's get our Feixiao out. I think this Feixiao out should... Wait. I just don't even know if bro's out can one-shot a Feixiao spear. Okay, I think he can. Yay! Yippee! He actually did manage to get one, which is really, really good. So we're just gonna break a little bit more on that war armor. So let's break the other spear. Alright, let's try to break the other spear. Alright, let's break the other spear. Alright, that is a really, really good spear breaking right there. Alright, let's break the other spear. Break the other spear before I break your... Oh boy, did you miss your crit? I swear bro missed his crit. Wait, why is his damage so low? Wait, this is his crit damage? No, right? Okay, his normal damage is 28k. Right, his normal damage is 28k. This break damage. That's 28k. So 28k is normal damage. Alright. Okay, he definitely missed here. What the fuck is that 3179, bro? Bro, that definitely missed. Right, so that's 100% missed crit. And then bro missed again with a 3179. So you missed your crit twice back to back at 91% crit rate. Right, so that's 2 missed crits. And then you critted for 28k. Alright, so that's not too shabby. Right, that is not too shabby. And then this is the final hit. This is the final hit. I think that crits, right? Okay, so that actually critted for 56,000 for a grand total of 36,2566, which is actually not too shabby, except that he could not break the spear, which is a little bit unfortunate. But Mimi does in fact give us the boost back in. Bro, just kill that fucking spear, bro! What? Okay, you know what? The MOC debuff actually saved his ass. So that's pretty good. Wait, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's manageable. That's manageable. Alright, DDD into the dragon coming up. If he breaks here, that's great. But I don't think he breaks. So Aha is just gonna do nothing. Mimi does in fact get the break. Mimi does in fact get the break. Wait, how far is this? 10, 8. I would definitely save this out. I will 100% save this out so that we can swap back with Feixiao, so that we don't waste any action value right there. Give me one moment as I'm going to eat a spoon of rice. Rice is rice. So now we're just gonna all in the spears. Alright, we're gonna all in the spears. Alright, that is a good Mimi ultimate. Alright, that's a good Mimi ultimate. Instant pull back out Feixiao. Okay. Okay. I think he can one-shot the Feixiao spear without aiming the Feixiao spear later on. So this one will be pretty good. Oh, okay, never mind. He does no damage. That is just... Okay, that is just like really, really sad. Alright, we do get an AoE. Then DDT is gonna proc here. Okay. We do get one more Feixiao out though. Alright, we do get one more Feixiao out. Which is I mean, Feixiao should be able to easily clear both spears, right? So one follow-up attack into a normal skill. Alright, and then our will just kill the other spear. Okay, that is a lot of hits. Yep, okay, that is good, that is good. Right, even if he missed his crit here, he will still kill. He will still kill. He did not kill. Brother, how, bro? Okay, this is a good Mimi though. It's a good. Okay, Mimi gets the kill. Right, Mimi gets the kill, pulls out Feixiao. Feixiao skills the skill. Right, and then we kill the spear. Alright, team is gonna go in, and then Feixiao is gonna kill the spear, and then one last ultimate, and that is an exceptional 3-cycle dispatch, guys. An exceptional 3-cycle dispatch from our E0S0 Feixiao, bro. I think that is really, really impressive. I think this just goes to show that for this particular MOC, anyone can get out down to 3 cycles nowadays, right? Because Nikador, especially with the war armor mechanics, why am I watching this? Brother, is that a Feixiao? Am I supposed to look at it? Is that a Feixiao? Is that Asheville? Why am I looking at this team, bro? What the fuck? We are just gonna skip through all that. Alright, thank you. Anyways, we are now gonna move on into the second team, and that is gonna be, where is the team again? Okay, so Bro cleared in 1 cycle, right? Bro cleared in 1 cycle. So we are now gonna see how Bro is going to be doing in the second half. In the second half right now. Alright. Alright. Big basic. Alright, summons Mimi. Alright, Mimi is gonna get summoned. Okay, Dragon is gonna go. I don't think you should be able to access here, because there's no war arm to break, so it should be fine. 96, 97. The after Feixiao goes, you get the true damage. It's good. That's good. So we are gonna kill the chicken first, which is good because after the Azure Wing goes in for the additional follow-up attacks, like the stack thingy, you can do follow-up attacks to break Bro's armor thingy to get more vulnerability. Alright. Alright, we do get ourselves the Feixiao out on the chicken. Just kill the fucking chicken, bro. Alright, thank you. Alright. What? Bro, that did like literally 5% of Rove's max HP. Am I seeing things wrongly? What the fuck is that, bro? Okay, I put my mouse here, right? This is where my mouse is right now. So the HP bar is around here. Bro, what the fuck? How? How is that even possible? How is that even possible, bro? So this is 2 hours back to back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What the fuck is that, bro? That is 12 stacks Feixiao out, bro. That is 12 stacks Feixiao out. Nah, quit playing, bro. Quit playing. No, hell no. Bro, the slander for this video is like, it's just, it makes me really, really, really upset. Okay. Okay, we are gonna be able to break the war armor here. Or like whatever the quantum armor is gonna be. Alright, Mimi do bring out my Feixiao, which is really, really good. So just break his fucking stacks, bro. What the fuck? He's already at 5 out of 7. He's already at 5 out of 7. That's break it. Oh my god, bro. Okay, that was pure luck, by the way. You did not deserve that, right? By pure luck, God let your Feixiao follow up win the 50-50 to break that 7 out of 7, bro. Right? That was pure luck, right? That was, bro, you did not deserve that break, but in any case. In any case. Alright. Okay. Scale. Refreshing the energy a little bit more. Bro gets a speed boost. Dragon is gonna come down for 100k, which is kind of crazy. Alright. Me. Basic over here. Holy guys, that's not gonna be looking too good. I will out right now, by the way. I'll out right now, because there's no way you get 100% charge anyway, so I'll just out right now. But we are gonna play a little bit more safe, I guess, so we can wait for the 60%. I mean, at this point, you can just let the MOC buff kill the chicken, right? Just let the MOC buff kill the chicken. I'm pretty sure you're... Okay, but if you let the MOC buff kill the chicken, I will just store for more energy in the next phase, right? Because you're already not gonna clear in this cycle anyways. Bro, there's no way you clear in this cycle, bro. Give up. Give up. There is no way you clear in this cycle. I'm telling you to give up right now. What, Jaja? Look at that. Look at that. All that just to not clear. Bro, that is just sad, bro. That is just sad. So now you're just gonna waste the entire second wave because we're gonna be wasting the Mimi charge. We're gonna be wasting the... I don't even think you get yourself the additional stats for Feixiao, right? Because you're kind of done. Okay, you know what? I take it back. Bro does so little damage, he can actually store even longer. Because if this was my Feixiao, I would have looked at bro and then bro would just explode. But because bro literally just does 0 damage, he's actually storing a lot longer than expected, which is really, really good. That is actually really, really good. Alright, then Feixiao is gonna be able to get... Oh, that is actually really, really good because bro does so little damage, right? We do get ourselves a DDD over here. Okay. Alright, we are... Bro, how is Feixiao even gonna clear this, bro? You have like 2 ugly caps and a Kafka with 5 billion HP. How the fuck are you gonna clear this? Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait, I wonder if bro put global passive, guys. What if bro put a global passive? I think bro did. You didn't pull global passive? Wow, bro did not pull global passive. That is a big W, guys. That is a big W. He actually did not pull global passive. I can respect that. That is very, very respectable. Okay, but to be fair, Kafka crowd control Mimi. which like it just doesn't matter, bro. Alright, Mimi getting crowd control is like the least of a problem. Like, it could have been like anyone else that would have been way worse, but luckily having a Mimi is that too. Oh my goodness, how the fuck do you deal lesser damage to Kafka when Nikador doesn't even have wind weakness, bro? How is that even possible, bro? No, bro, not even E0, bro. He literally did more damage on Nikador, which doesn't have wind weakness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. War armor, bro. I'm pretty sure bro did more damage even before war armor. Why? Alright. It's cool, guys. It's all good. It's all good. Oh. I just want to say, right, wait, chat. I just want to say, I'm not being an elitist, by the way. I'm not being an elitist. It is just that my reactions here, I'm intentionally, like, emphasizing it so that y'all viewers who watch this video in the future, y'all won't make the same mistakes. Alright? So that I can use this content to improve yourselves as a HSR community, right? This is for your own good. 俗话说得好，打是疼，骂是爱，林北骂你现在，将来你就不会 再错来. Alright, and there it is, right? So then we're just gonna be going for the... Okay, at this point, it's just all-in Kafka, right? Because you already committed the all-in Kafka, so we're just gonna all-in Kafka. Alright. 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 And I think the MOC buff is actually gonna be able to help us clear the Umas. So that is good. That is good. Big hit here. Oh, that's a huge hit, guys. Bro, 474k is a huge hit, right? We have actually reached 57% of bro's max HP. That is very nice. Sir, you are Chinese. I thought you were American. Ni howdy. God bless Super Bowl. Yeehaw. And then afterwards, we are just gonna be able to... Okay, we're gonna scale here to, I guess, get a little bit more energy to charge our next ultimate, which you wouldn't even need to if you didn't waste it in the first place, but you know what? It's completely fine, right? It's all good. And then we're just gonna go in for the skill onto Kafka. And then we're gonna... Okay, we're gonna basic and cast an ultimate. I think this should actually give me close to 60%. Then when Kafka hits RMC, we should be able to get our RMC ultimate. I mean... Ooh, okay, that is okay. Hit RMC. Oh, right now, okay, that's good. That is pretty good. And then Team is gonna be able to get a photo of that. The boom is fine though, right? The boom is fine. Pulls up Kafka, but pulls up Feixiao. I think bro is just getting a little bit decisive on who he should kill. So that is quite interesting. And then we are gonna be able to get DDD onto another Uma over here. Alright, the dragon is gonna go down. Chat, I don't even think this is gonna be 6. I don't know why. Because I think the MOC debuff does so much fucking damage. There's just no way you don't clear within like 5 cycles. Okay, that was just a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Bro, look at that shit, bro. That is 2 Feixiao outs, 2 Feixiao outs, 2 Feixiao outs. Bro, every single cycle, you have 6 Feixiao ultimates for free. For free, bro. So, like, at the end of the day, I really don't think this is gonna be, like, that bad, right? Okay, and it's like 6 Feixiao outs only for bro's Feixiao, right? If it was my Feixiao, bro, that's like half a Feixiao out, right? Let's just be real. But in any case, we are gonna be able to get our big hit with our Feixiao onto the Oguri Kapu. Alright, that good. Alright, that good. Alright, chat, you know, also, just to be completely fair, right? Is this not why God Real is God Real? Because God Real is such a God Real that they will never leave behind any free-to-plays. Even a motherfucker with a E0S0 Feixiao, without car, without Cypher, without fucking Asheville Bubbin, bro is still gonna be able to clear within 5 cycles because of the MOC debuff. And that's how you know God Real will never leave behind its free-to-play players. We are gonna be just going in for the basic attack over here, and then Feixiao is finally gonna be able to break Kafka, which is really good. Alright, that is really good. But the MOC debuff, by the next MOC debuff, should be able to get us a clear. Even if we can't clear right here, we should be able to get a clear in the very next cycle. The moment RMC is gonna be getting the as I've written MOC bug, and there it is, guys. Beautiful. So moral of the story is Feixiao is actually a sub DPS. The main DPS is Dawei. This is Dawei's damage, right? So thank you for a exceptional E0S1 Dawei showcase for a very nice. How many cycles was that? 5 cycle dispatch, guys. 5 cycle dispatch, right? That is really good. Now we're just gonna move on into pure fiction. I'm gonna play pure fiction at 1.5 speed because frankly this mode gives me brain damage. So let's just see what's up, right? Let's just see what's up. Alright. Chat, you can't say that as a Western 4 cycle because Western 4 cycle only applies if the MOC debuff doesn't do like 5 billion damage. Clearly just now, I'm pretty sure there was like a damage chart, right? You will see that 50% of damage was MOC, 40% of damage was MrPokke screaming at bro's ears, and then 10% of damage was actually his own Feixiao. So I don't think that can be called a Western 4 cycle, right? In any case, bro, imagine if Feixiao, okay, at least Feixiao can one-shot Buckle. Okay, bro, at least one-shot a Buckle, so that is not too shabby. I am a little bit concerned if you can even clear 30k for pure fiction, though. Okay, yeah, I'm actually a little bit concerned if you can clear 30k for pure fiction because you have no follow-up attacks or like AoE, especially without Asville. Go. Deep is gonna deep. Right, deep is gonna deep. Okay. Oh my god, and they have the revive minions as well. Bro. Wait. I smell slender. Hold up. Hey, you see this? This 79k. Guess which half didn't 40k, bro? That's right. It was fucking aggro, right? My Feixiao is getting that 80k dispatch. Okay, this one is just like, you know, a little bit silly. And this one is a little bit silly. And then this one, can we see a Feixiao clear on this? Okay, okay. Even though I didn't show Feixiao for every single endgame content, but at the end of the day, you get what I'm saying, right? Okay, if you get what I'm saying, then that's gonna be completely fine, alright? Okay, yep, just to make sure that there can be no Feixiao slenders. Alright, there can be no Feixiao slenders, guys. Alright, okay, that's very good. Alright, that's very good. Alright, also, yo, let me just be real, chat. When y'all say, bro, I swear if you reset right there, okay, by the way, if someone has an E6 Bubbin and someone else doesn't have an E6 Bubbin, do you think that will truly change the outcome of a real Feixiao main? Because it was a rhetorical question, right? Before I got the E6 Bubbin, we already be doing Feixiao showcases without her. Right? E6 Bubbin was an addition, but not the focus. Right? Because if E6 Bubbin was the focus, then why the fuck would we do so many Feixiao showcases without E6 Bubbin? And with that, I rest my case. Proof is right here. Bro, you thought I was gonna give the middle finger, but I only have peace, love, and happiness. Because I love my chatters and never this. This is not even a Feixiao clear. So are you gonna say this is a Tribi clear? Are you gonna say Tribi dealt more damage than Feixiao? For this showcase anyways, I don't even think that would make sense because look at the Feixiao single target damage. Bro, look at the Feixiao single target damage. Alright. That is pretty good, guys. That is pretty good. Alright. Bro, there's 600k single target, which honestly is pretty good. Alright. And then the Aha is gonna be doing a mediocre amount of damage. And then I'm just gonna say a hot enemy take here as we are watching a very normal Feixiao showcase. Chat, later on when Feixiao comes over, like the real Feixiao, should we A, finish Jujutsu Kaisen, or B, Nikador. A or B, chat? A or B? This is a very, very important question. B? 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 Take a nap? Oh, I see. That is very, very good. Just do both. Oh, so if you do both, it will be, what's the term called? Oh, it's called Netflix. And very, very nice, guys. You know what? That is a great point. Okay, but genuinely though, if you were to do both A and B, right, you can't focus, bro. Like, how the fuck are you gonna focus on Jujutsu Kaisen when, like, you know, like I can personally say from personal experience, it is not possible, right? You actually, like, if I actually wanted to watch an anime, I would dead ass log in for the anime. Like, no hanky panky, no weird shit. Like, I actually genuinely want to watch anime. And Jujutsu Kaisen is one of those anime that I really, really want to know if I can say, oh, you don't need to focus on JJK. Are you saying that JJK is shonen slop? Is that what you're saying? Because I will heavily disagree, by the way. I think Jujutsu Kaisen is probably one of the top 10 animes in the history of all animes. Do you agree? I think I will agree. Right, that will be an exceptional agreement if I can say. Alright, if that is not true, okay, name me the top 10 animes. Okay, fuck it, chat. Name me your top 3 animes. Name me your top 3 animes as I name out the flaws with the play right here, which is honestly, he didn't pull for E2 Feixiao. He didn't pull for E6 Babin. He didn't pull for E2 Dale. He didn't pull for Cyrene Lyco with the RMC. Actually, you know what? As a matter of fact, I think both just went for the E2 Cyrene. I think it would have been really, really good. As a matter of fact, he should have just pulled for the E6 Feixiao. Then this Feixiao showcase would have been a lot more relatable because a real Feixiao main would have gotten the E6 Feixiao. Alright, reading through chat's answers for the top 3 anime of all time, I am going to shame y'all, by the way. I'm gonna shame y'all. Okay, so y'all say MrPokke have questionable taste, right? Y'all say I have questionable taste, right? Okay, first of all, the thing questionable is, son. I mean, it is the end of the showcase, right? It is the end of the showcase. So this is basically it. I will just give a little bit of a pointer, right? A little bit of a suggestion why you couldn't 30k pure vision with Feixiao. Number one, right? 83.3% crit rate. It screams to me, you are a gambler. Alright, you want to gamble on 6.7% crit rate after RMC. And frankly speaking, not having Asville in the RMC slot, it was a diabolical damage downgrade. So if you had that one cost Asville, if you really were a Feixiao main, you would have put for Asheville. Just like how if you really were a final main, you would have put for Saridra. If you are really a Remembrance main, you would have put for Cyrene. If you are really a Silver Wolf main, you would have skipped Avanesia. And if you're really an Avanesia main, you would have put for the E1 Avanesia, right? So if you were a real Feixiao main, why the fuck are we doing this? So that's number one. Number two, right? Number two, frankly speaking, I'ma keep it a buck. Okay, this is genuine advice. Wait, this is genuine advice. I did think there's this other, okay, like, back in my days. There's this other 4-star Lycone. It's called Swordplay. I'm not sure if y'all generation even know what that shit is. There's this Lycone right here that is actually really, really good for Feixiao, which I would say is actually better for your cruising in the Stellar Sea. I'm talking about this one with like the Shushang Lycone. Yeah, okay, this Lycone is honestly pretty fucking good. So if you don't want to run her S1, I would honestly run this over whatever the fuck this is. Because you are gonna be getting like this thing procs very, very infrequently. It takes way too long. Whereas you can keep this at S5 for basically 80% damage buff, which is actually pretty substantial, especially against boss units. But of course, if you're gonna be unrelatable, get this. Or if you have daughter ratios like right? This is actually pretty good for Feixiao. Right, this is like real educational content because you can actually use this up with the Feixiao as well. I think they have like less than 10% damage difference. So whichever one you have, I would definitely consider that. If you do not have them, I will consider running Swordplay over the cruising in the Stellar Sea. Second of all,
the greatest
I think it is not too unreasonable as a Feixiao main. Okay, don't even say of course, bro. Don't even say of course. I just want to say, if an Acheron main can get E2 Acheron, then why can't a Feixiao main get E2 Feixiao? Right? Don't say of course, bro. Don't you? Of course, and Feixiao main will get E2, right? Okay, so the reason why I say this is so important is not really because of the E2 giving you more stacks for your ultimate to cast more ultimates. It is more so that you can actually make use of this, right? This right here, let me present to you what does it say. It says Eagle of the Twilight Lane. Not only do you get 10% wind damage, which actually coincidentally Feixiao is actually wind element, you also get 25% AV advance out. This was literally built for Feixiao. This was built for Feixiao before Feixiao even came into existence, bro. Like, I would dare say, right? They probably just designed Feixiao as a character just to have a best in slot for Eagle 4-piece, right? So I highly recommend getting this. But if you do not have yourself the E2, then the ultimate frequency is a little bit too low, which is gonna be extremely questionable, right? And then the last tip I can give you, I just want to say, if you do get bro, and chat says stop showing an Asheville showcase, right? There's one thing you should keep in mind, which is, personally, I never believe MiHoYo released a support just for old characters. Except for maybe Cypher. Because Cypher, you could try to run bro with like sustainers, right? I think if you were to pull for Asheville, and we are going to be going to IPC, right? We're going to be going to IPC, which is a known place for follow-up attack DPS. I actually wouldn't be too shocked if Asheville ends up getting yoinked by another follow-up attack DPS, because his kit is designed to be a sub DPS anyways. Like, we all know his kit is designed to be a sub DPS, right? So you don't have to force yourself to play Feixiao if you don't want to. It's fine. But when a stronger follow-up attack sub DPS comes out, you might want to consider this angle. Right, that is pretty much all I have to say. Hope you can have a much more pleasant Feixiao experience. Oh, one last tip. Never ever record in 720p ever again. Otherwise, I will punch you in game, right? With that, we've come to the end of before you pull E0S0 Feixiao. Word of the day is gonna be 720. Join. Use code POKKE. All the best. We'll see you guys next time.